Greetings, viewership. Welcome to another edition of Final Fantasy XVI Edition. This is a special edition where we're focusing specifically on one fight, and that is the Intangir, also known as the Integer. It is special because it is considered an optional mini-boss, where if you beat it, you get some special prizes such as 20 AP, and if Gau is in the party, he gets to Rage Intangir. Also, Intangir can be sketched by Relm so that Strago can learn the Traveler lore, also known as the Step Mine spell. Let me show you one way to do it. I recommend starting with the Poo-Poo summon, so that way the party is warded against spells because this thing is invisible and it does often attack with spells. After this, I recommend having someone with a high HP cast Golem, Edgar in this case, or we could have gone with Gau if I'd noticed this in time. And now we cast Stop on this thing to prevent it from acting any sooner than it can. This creature is also notable because it starts invisible, and it's immune to physical attacks while it's invisible. It's also immune to all spells except Stop, non-elemental spells such as Flare and Ultima, and probably also Slow. And I'm fighting it as if I didn't have every spell in the game. So in this case, we are just attacking. I recommend using Drill or Chainsaw on this thing with Edgar in the front row because physical damage works well on this occasion. Now we will sketch this thing until it uses Traveler. There. Done. Which is about 1k of damage, and this thing has about 32k of HP. So, let's just whack at it. "1,000 needles still should hurt it." I say should because I haven't tested it yet, but we'll see soon. It does work. Well, he is about to die, so let's get everyone healthy again. Fortunately, this thing only seems to counterattack, meaning we can use this time to buff and otherwise be prepared. You can learn 1,000 needles at this point by going to the floating continent and fighting some of the brain pans there. Do not use poison on it because it will heal. This thing heals from most magical effects. So anything that's elemental damage, it heals from. Yes, even holy damage, for whatever reason. Now, Gau hasn't been doing much of use, but I'm bringing him along specifically to learn the Intangir Rage, because you'll see it when it happens. I'm also curious if death sentence would work against it. Yes, death sentence also works against it, just in case you want to do this in a more sophisticated manner. And it does have a death counter of Shadow Flare. So, congratulations! We survived it, and Gau now knows the appropriate rage. Let's see what happens. Gau is now levitating, invisible, hasted, shelled, and saved. He is in a very defensive mode. He uses physical attack sometimes and the non-elemental spell Comet sometimes. Now you might be wondering, why not just use Doom or Death or X-Zone on this thing? On the Intangir, while he's vanished. It didn't work. If you can get it to work, congratulations, but death sentence has been required for me to get it to work. So, thank you everyone, that concludes this presentation. Except to say, the Intangir is found primarily it's found only on this island, plus the Veldt if you fight it, and it's primarily found in the forest area. It has two fights where it appears instead of only one fight where it appears on the open plains. So, thank you again, good night, God bless.